Good to see you. Good to see you, bro. How's life treating you, man? What's even happening nowadays?
Just working, man. Working every day, basically. Just working every day. What about you, man? How you been?
I feel like, yeah, I think a lot is going on now. The one thing I didn't get to tell you guys yet was at work, actually, my manager's going. My manager has left already. So it's like, I have to step up now. I'm acting now. I'm acting manager already. Manager already, like automatically, because like there's no one else. So that's just like a thing now.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot to it, but I had to. It's kind of just like a automatic step up.
Yeah.
There's pros to it. It's just like, you know, obviously I'm that type. I'm not sure. Let's say, give it a try.
Earl Grey, it's like tea with green tea.
That's good.
Interesting.
There we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just like I have to be acting now. I just get the title now. Obviously, higher pay, but then yeah, the responsibility is already kicking in. Like originally, I did want to already get into that, and I wanted a better role. I think I reached a point in like career again where I'm kind of like I want more. I want to like upgrade, and I want to seek like something better or like that can add to my career. And then that happened. It literally the timing. I was looking around like possibly other routes I could take, and then suddenly it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna be I have a new role, so I'm gonna be leaving this job. So I was like, oh dang, okay. So then it just came.
Yeah.
But the responsibilities are already flooding in. Like a lot of people, obviously as manager, you're like the main, you know, communication point. So everyone's coming to me with like lots of questions. I'm like, oh shoot, there's a lot going on. So
Right.
yeah, I'll that'll come. I'll let you guys know about that. But it's crazy. There's so much happening now. Yeah. What about you? What's new? What's kicked in?
Same old. Like it's kind of funny you say that because I talked to my manager, my GM, about like roles and responsibility, and so it's a very similar thing where it's like, just because like how things turned out, I'm like, if there's gonna be a time where like someone leaves or someone moves away or someone like steps up to a different position, like the ladder goes up, and then I'm almost to that point where like, you know, say for example like another location like move happened, and then let's say tomorrow, right? Then like at least half of our management team now would go to the new one, and then the one that stay take on the new roles, and of course the new like there's new ones under like get hired, but like it just moves up, right? And then I'm basically just on that ladder. If anything does change, I also have to like step up by default.
That's
Right? And it's one of those things where it's like my manager told me, it's like it's either you're ready for it or you're not. It's just gonna happen, right? And that's like where maybe, you know, like higher degree of responsibilities just get thrown onto you, like whether you're ready or not, right? Is this your first time like being in a manager position? Or
actually, yeah, pretty much.
Pretty
It pretty
much?
much is like, yeah, I just got it. I've had to, what's it called? In this same position, I've covered off before. There's like times where my manager like went away, so that's the time where I had to step up. But I knew there was like an end period to it. But this
Yeah.
time there's no end to it. I'm basically it.
Yeah.
I am the manager now
Yeah.
until someone finds or I get it
Yeah.
officially.
Good,
But yeah, it's
congratulations.
first time though, from what you said.
Yeah. From my current experience, I'm not a manager. I'm a supervisor, right? But like you, what have you experienced so far? Like how long has this been going for?
Well, in total, I've already felt like I've experienced at least a couple of weeks worth, even just. But then it only officially started this week, officially, right? But yeah, going through that, I think there's a lot of differences already, because I'm used to being like the shadow. I'm used to being under the supervisor, the manager. So it's like I'm basically picking up on all the things they don't have like all the quick time to do. So I'm doing all the smaller things.
Yeah.
But then they just come in like quantity though. and I was able to handle that. But now that I'm actually acting as the manager, it's more like the little things that I was already doing plus more, and the more is usually communication. Like the other managers are looking towards you, or if someone just has a simple question, somehow it's like me now. You know, a lot of it has flooded in, and I noticed a difference immediately because I didn't have to handle that, right? And I'm not saying I wasn't taught those things. It's not like I don't know. It's more of just what I'm not used to. Like it's all already happening as of now. It's like happening in my face. It's like, oh geez, like, oh hey, like, do you know how to do this? Oh, like, oh, where do I go for this? Oh, what's this mean? And then it just takes more time because I have to look around, I have to look at the processes, or sometimes I'm asking other questions to other teams, right? So it's the main thing really is just like communication and having to reach out to other like clients or coworkers, other supervisors. It's like that. Well, how about you? Like when you said it's that is pretty funny that you're experiencing that too now, and you have experienced it. Do you think right now, like, what do you think about that? It's like whether you're ready or not, you're just the time will come. And right now, do you think you were ready for when that came to you?
I thought like that's a good question. You know, I think that going into it, I'm like mentally prepared for what's to come. But like, I look back, I was maybe only mentally prepared for the next 2 weeks at most, because everything after that is like brand new, fresh, and it's like you can't prepare for that as much as you can. You just like you just stay ready for it. And then I think with more experience, you're more prepared, right? I talked to Nathaniel, right?
Yeah.
And then because he's been a manager for like a couple years now at his clinic,
Right.
and he just told me that like you should really talk to him, because like I got a lot of like passed down from him what he said about being a manager. It's just like you're like in the middle between like your team, what the company your work wants, and then you yourself as a person. And it's like you just have to like gather everybody to the same page, because you know what the objective is, you know what your colleagues are like, and like you're trying to like point them all to the same direction at the same time. It's a juggling act. It really is. And it's one of those things. I saw this meme where it's like when you have a problem, or a customer comes to you and they're like, or like your coworker comes to you like, oh, any help with this? Oh, let me ask the manager. Oh, it's me.
I am the
manager.
Right.
So like basically you're like an anchor, right? You're like this is Nathaniel said. I don't know what it said exactly, but he's like you're like the hard tree that everyone's going towards.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like no matter what, you gotta be sturdy.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta be like almost immovable in a way. Right? It's gonna take some time. I think when I was starting to be like my supervisor role, like entry management position, it's just like, especially for a team for once, like they look up to me. It's like the transitionary phase, right? It's the difference between how your colleagues knew you before, maybe for like the six months,
That's a
1
big one.
year,
Yeah, that's a big
and then all of a sudden like you're giving them orders, you're telling them what to do. So it takes some time to acclimate. It gets better with time, but it really depends. Some people will still respect you and like understand that, oh yo, these like, you know, different roles, their responsibilities. Sam is not my like buddy deskmate anymore, he's my manager. Right? Some people understand that. Some people are just like, some people they don't see it at all, right? You're just Sam. Sam is Sam, right? Why is he telling me to do? You know, like, you know, okay, big manager, right? So that just takes time, right? And boundaries, right? You gotta create the boundaries right away, or else it's like, especially right now, people get to play with your boundaries. If you're not aware of that, just try to be like a little self-aware about that. Like some people can like, you know, they don't try to do it, but they kind of see what they can like, how much leeway they can get from when you ask something, oh, does he need it now, or can I give it to him like in a end of the day? And you know, it's like if you need something now, you need something now.
Makes
Right?
sense.
If you need something later, you get something later. You know, so like that boundary is like I need this now, I need this later, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Again, experience and time. But yeah, man. But I think the biggest thing I told Nathaniel, I think Nathaniel kind of agrees, is that it's like I feel like managing is rewarding because it all comes down to leadership, and I think leadership is a cut-through skill to be able to practice and be able to have. You know, it's like those lifelong skills. It really is, right? But I mean, that's my long rant about that.
Oh, that's good.
That's my experience. I'm excited for you, man. I think everybody, like, if you're like, if you're ambitious enough for it, become a manager, be a team lead. You know, like, be the person in the front for yourself and for other people. Nowhere's perfect, so you just make with what you have.
Good.
How did you feel when this responsibility or like whatever got thrown onto you?
I think it was part of it was a bit excitement. It was just like, oh yes, like this is almost. It was kind of like it was given to me, right? Like on a silver platter. Like I'm very fortunate. I'm still grateful. No matter what responsibilities came with it, I was grateful because I was looking to upgrade, right? Like I mentioned earlier, in my like personal goals and career, I was like, oh, I think it's time. I want to keep going. I want to go further, right? I think I've reached the point where I was like, it's time to go for more, get better at who I am, and just like improve. But then how I felt, yeah, it's definitely excitement and then lots more pressure because I knew what my manager was going through. I saw how she was, and I saw the things it entails, right? Like sometimes she was always we worked closely together. I was pretty much her already, and we were doing the same thing. The only difference between us was obviously title and then like all that. And she took on the bigger things, or if she had to talk to other vendors or clients that handled it. Like she was the face of our team, right? I was just there in the background basically. I was doing the back end things, and then when I first took it on, I could already see like, oh, I'm gonna be that face now. I'm gonna be the one doing the communication. I'm gonna be the one like, oh, wow, it's like me now, right? Like you mentioned before, this story is just like, oh yeah, let me go ask my manager. But that person is you now, right? So it comes with a lot of like, yeah, just the responsibility. It really comes at you whether you're ready or not. And I really like that because I've experienced it now, right? And it's just my first week and I've already just a few days passed by. And the difference of not having somebody to turn to, it's just like, you just got to figure it out yourself. And I think it does teach you really good lessons. I think that's one good takeaway. Just for this is just me like starting, right? But already a good takeaway is just like you really learn how to be independent. And I think it is like a life skill. It's not just for my job specifically. It's not just for your job. I really think it's a life skill that you could almost say is a must, right? You do need to know how to work independently for you to be able to be stronger once you get the chance to work with a team. Right, and right now I technically don't have a team. I just have other coworkers under the same like how they call it at work, ministry. But then I'm alone, like in my department, you could say, right? So yeah, a lot come with it, and just everything is almost new. Because like suddenly these questions that wouldn't have come to me now. Suddenly these new tasks that are like were relied on to my manager are now me, and it's like, oh, okay. Sometimes I'm just kind of like stalling everything for now because I need to figure it out myself. When other people are also figuring things out, I'm also figuring it out, right? So yeah, it does take time. It does take time, and I think other than like letting time do its thing, you also have to be working with time too. Like even if you can give somebody like weeks to prepare, or like even months, you can tell somebody like, oh, you're gonna be a manager at this point. Even by then, if you do nothing at all, nothing's gonna happen, right? I really think you also have to take the initiative to like learn. You really do have to like, go get to the books, go get to the simple info, the basics, right? And then like really shadow the person before you, or really shadow like all the materials, right, that you can. Like that doesn't come with like talent, that doesn't come with just time. That really is like you. It's up to you to do that.
Right.
Because if you because it can go both ways. If you do nothing until the time that you have to step up, like the result will be that you won't really perform the best. But then if you take the initiative, there's a better chance that you'll step up to the plate of the responsibilities. I think that's just how I felt when it comes to how I'm currently feeling now, as it comes to stepping up to this new role of mine. And it's a big jump. It's not just like one roll up. I'm pretty sure in terms of level, like I think it's like 3 or 4 levels 3 or 4 levels higher, if we're talking by the actual like the organization like plot. So it's a bit higher than what you'd expect. But I mean, this is what I'm going through now, and how it feels like. How about you, like when it comes to, like, I really like how you brought it up, your experience, and you even brought up Nathaniel, since he's even more experienced than us. Like, what could you say to like somebody that is going into it? Honestly, I could even take from this too, but just going into it, they might be scared. Like, what's just like some pointers or tips that you would tell them if they're literally just entering something like that, like stepping up to a bigger plate, like somebody that doesn't know what to do? Like, what would you tell them?
Probably the easiest one is you have to learn something every day. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how big or small it is, you have to learn something every day. I think like overall, like sometimes the whole scheme of operations day to day like kind of runs by itself. But it's like the small tweaks, the small things you notice, small optimizations, small self-improvements, small like teamwork, creativity, like all these things is like you can always learn something from something or somebody, right? And I think I have a problem with it. I could do better on is like I need to ask for help more. Is like, and it's hard to do because asking help is like maybe like in the back of your mind like a sign of weakness, but it's also like in that weakness you find a lot of growth and strength, ironically, right? But it's like ask for help and then learn something as much as you can. I think I had a talk with somebody when I went to Mexico, and it's just like we just thought about like I just ran a question. I was like, technically, like if you had to make a leaderboard of everybody in the world, there has to be someone that's like the smartest person in the world, right? Like the strongest person, just like the fast person. I was like, if I can have a hypothetical genie wish, and then they're like, oh, can you tell me who the smartest person in the world is? They could probably name it, and then it's like undeniable, right? Now it makes you think, like, if that person is so smart, like, why are they smart? And I thought my colleague is like, he isn't smart probably because he was born smart. It's probably because he learns a lot. And then we thought about like the smartest person is the person that learns the fastest. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the smartest person in the world probably can read a book once and like, understand whole concepts and more, right? Obviously, there's someone out there with that kind of gift, but with the same principle, it's just like the smartest person learns the fastest. You know? So it's like learn fast as fast as possible, which kind of means trial and error. You'll fail as fast as possible.
I like it.
Which means like you're able to recover as fast as possible, you know. And that's my takeaway. If you really want to go like intermediate with that, is like you gotta learn something every day, beginner, and then second is you'll fail as much as possible, and then I think third is like you just have to like adapt as much as possible. That's from my experience, you know. But yeah, I think those are things that my takeaways in the beginning. But like for me, it sucked. It's a trial by fire. You know what I mean? There's no book, there's no codex, there's no Bible that tells you like how to do this perfectly. And maybe that's like the beauty in it. That's the fun in it. And then it's up to you, like how fun that is, or how enjoyable, or how dreading that is, right? It's and it comes down back to like trust the process,
Right.
right? The man who enjoys walking will go farther than the man who enjoys the destination, right? So yeah, that's like my takeaways to your question. Like if for someone going into it the first time.
Right. Do you think in your experience with this, if I just talk about work still, like, do you think there was a huge jump between who you were before manager, before supervisor, until the you now as a supervisor? Did you have to, was that transition like huge, or do you think it came naturally? Do you think that was like pretty fitting for you, or you feel like you're really well in this role right now?
You know, that's a really good question. I think I've always wanted to be like in a leadership position. I didn't have too many opportunities to get there because I think my skill wasn't on to that level yet to be able to grab the opportunity. So I guess once I had the opportunity, I kind of felt fitted into it, but I still didn't feel comfortable in it, or at least like so acclimated into it where I'm just like, oh, this is my natural knack for it, right? I still had to go through the mud. I go like learn through it all. But it's what I wanted, right? And then this is like what I asked for. So it's very interesting because it's where I want to point my direction to now. And then it's a new standard for me now, right? Like I wouldn't want to go to a position where I'm not pursuing to be a manager. You know what I mean? And maybe that's like my ego or pride, but it's where I want myself to be in the future. You know what I mean? Like a step above.
I get it.
But like I think definitely like if I think about the person I am now, and maybe a person I was a year ago, there's like a little bit of like I don't know. It's just like this person that was still comfortable with where I'm at, but I knew there's like a person out there that I wanted to be, right? And then I guess like you're in this like gray middle area where you're like both things can happen, but nothing has happened yet. But you know, maybe if I wasn't a supervisor or in the type of management position I am now, I would still be that person who's like still floating, right? Figuring something out. But because I'm in my current position, it kind of gives me some direction of where I want to go. That's just personally, you know. Maybe career-wise, kind of floats parallel as well. I was going to ask you this: is like, was this something that you asked for? Is this something you also like saw yourself becoming, or is this like, you know, are you like surprised?
Right. No, that's good. Because if I'm being really honest, I don't think I really had asked for it. It's not something that I was looking towards too, especially in this line of work. Like right now I am treating it just like work, right? It's like go get into work, you know, get paid or gain experience. That's the main goals of this, right? But I don't completely see myself here forever. But it's working out with my current self. It's working out with what I need in life right now and where I'm at. So it's working out. So I was surprised because it did just come to me randomly. And to be honest, I am. If we're talking about a spectrum, I'm probably leaning more towards the side of like I'm way more grateful for it, and I'm happy it happened, right? Because it's kind of like it's kind of like someone pushing you to do better, but this time it's in a different form. It's a blessing in a different form. It's just like, oh, like yeah, I saw like, you know, life saw me doing fine in like my where I was. It was like I was doing fine, I was earning, I had a job, and that's good enough. But then maybe like, you know, life kind of threw it at me. It's just like, think you can do better, and here's something a bit more difficult with a challenge, and then maybe at the end of it all, you're gonna be an even better person. So that, like, honestly, it's also perspective, and that's how I'm viewing it right now. I really do think it's like a challenge that was just given to me, and it's time to get better. You know, it's time to keep going up, because what better person could you be than like chasing the better version of yourself? You know what I mean? It's like, it's great to always want to be 1%, even just 1% better, right? Because like, why wouldn't you want that for yourself? If you knew that like from the go, or if you knew that before, it's just like creating a character in a game. If you know that like later on you can get better if you do these certain things, if you do these certain tasks, certain missions, then like, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you know it'll definitely upgrade you, if it'll make you a better person, absolutely, go for it, right? Go for it, because that's like an opportunity in itself. It's like right there in front of you. So yeah, I think that's like how I feel about this. How I feel about this, like this new path in my life. It's really good so far.
That's good.
Yeah. Do you think in your like, it's really good. I think it really is about like, yeah, to be smart, right? You have to just try to learn as much as you can. Intake, like learn more and add to yourself. What's something that you've learned in your life? What's the biggest thing you've learned recently, and that's like been on your mind lately, you could say?
I think probably biggest thing, not biggest thing, most recent thing is like just patience, man. It takes so much patience. You know why? Because it's like every day's a process, every day's a grind, right? It's only like when you're able to look back, you're like, oh, actually, so much things have progressed, right? But like day to day, like it doesn't feel like nothing at all, right? So I think just having like patience with yourself and like not too worried about the little things, because like if you focus on the big goal, like as long as you're like aligned with it, like the small things will like kind of sort themselves out, ideally, right? But I think it's just patience, you know. It's just like it's one day at a time, it's 1 hour at a time, you know, 1 week, 1 month, right, 1 year at a time. And it's like yeah, you know, it's just I wish I was in the position in my life where I want to be already, but like that's just gonna take time. You know, even if like God or like Mr. Beast came in and gave me like a $10 million, $100 million, like it's not gonna fix everything in my life. You know, like $100 million is not gonna fix like if I have family issues, it's not gonna fix the family. If I have like if I have no friends, right, $100 million not gonna give me like real friends or like good relationships, right? It's just like it just takes time, right? So patience, you know, they say like let no concept, right? Let go, let God, right? Because you know, it just patience is so slow. It's so slow. It's like slower than you actually think it is. For me, that's how it feels like. Cause like my life is like sometimes so fast, but like patience is slow. It's slower than slow, you know. And and that's what I've been learning this year, especially with like with my current job, my current life right now. It's like I understand I'll get there in time. I trust myself in that. I have confidence in myself in that. You know, I believe in myself enough in that where like I'll reach my goals, but I don't know when. Oh, that's gonna take time. It's gonna take patience. Right? As long as I'm alive, you know, God willing, and all that, it's like I want to be where I'm supposed to be at, but it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just patience, man. Patience is a big thing, man. I'm learning patience. That's what I'm learning these days. I'm learning patience.
It's a good thing. Was there a point in time, or like even in a single event, or a point into like a multiple events series that made you realize that you need patience? Did something happen to you, or was it like an overtime thing that you learned?
We live both, but I think the biggest thing for me was like last year, my house like caught on fire a little bit, and then I like this is like my maybe like reawakening or whatever, like a second chance again or something.
Yeah.
It gives me like another drive, you know. Like I understood I had drive, I had passion, but like I had like maybe not enough ambition, right? But like the house was on fire, and then I was working a corporate job, and then I picked up a serving like a restaurant job,
Right.
and then like I do my 9 to 5. I from 5:30 to like 11 I work restaurants.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The
Every day, and then 2 times a week I'd be at church in the morning, like 5 a.m. And then I'll try to keep up a social life and, you know, a girlfriend, kind of stay sane. And then that really it really pushed me to my limits. And like I knew I was like capable of it, but it's like I was in the dirt. And then maybe like a newfound appreciation after all that, you know, through the fire, through the flames, and like I came out through the ashes. Like, okay, I'm ready to rebuild my life. And I guess this every day I forget that like I had a plan and an opportunity to like make that happen, like to have a second chance, you know. So I think that was it for me. For me, that's like that like propelled me to where I've been going so far. Yeah, man. It's like it was a dark time for me almost. So, but like, you know, it's like I use that, right? I use that towards everything I do, and obviously it's not perfect. I've messed up so many times. I messed up to this day, right? I'm gonna mess up tomorrow. Hopefully not, but it might happen. But it's just like learning from those mistakes, learning from my failures. You know, how many repetitions does it take for me to like not fail at that anymore, right? Like the best case scenario only takes me once, right? But I'm only human.
Yeah.
Talking out loud, that's how it is sometimes, right? There's some things that like you only want to fail once at. Sometimes it takes like 3 or 4 or 5 times, right? But it's like once you failed and you know you failed, and then you fail again, it's like, come on, I know better. Right? It's like you can't or you won't. There's a difference. If you can't, it means you cannot. Like it cannot be done. Reality says you cannot do it. You won't. You're choosing not to.
Yeah.
You know, it's all in your head.
Yeah.
Right? I learned that from Nathaniel. Nathaniel does that. Right? Like you'll experience maybe like in your management, like so many different personalities, and some people actually can. Man, but like majority of the time, people just won't.
That's true.
right? And you're that guy to change that won't to can, right? But yeah, going back, kind of like spread out, but like, yeah, that fire, that year with the fire, man, that was a rough year. But it's one of those things where like you get beat up so much, like you just have, you believe that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and then when you're at the end of the tunnel, it's so bright,
Yeah.
That's like my personal story, right? Yeah, there's light at the end of the tunnel. It just takes patience. It's like I knew when everything was going on. Like I knew like after this 6 months, you know, after like these like double shifts, taking care of my mom, taking care of my cat, moving back and forth, moving between B&Bs and hotels, paying all these bills. I'm like, I understand it's gonna be over one day, and I'm gonna make it out a stronger person, and that's what happened, right? So, same thing with like doing a marathon, right? You're not the same person at the beginning of the race, you know. Like no matter how long it takes you to finish that marathon, at the end of the finish line, you're a different person, right? Yeah, my gist.
Props to you though, because it is true. Like if you look at a list of like what you've been through, like it's crazy that you could imagine. Like who would even think that? Like if you listed all those things that you went through, it's like, yeah, house fire, and then all these different jobs and like moving the places. It's like, could you think that you would get through that if it was laid out right in front of you? But really, in reality, like you did, right? And like props to you, because look at you now, right? It made you who you are today. It added to you on who you became. So it all counts in the end. And I think part of that is kind of like a indirect like patience. Like it's just like patience. Part of patience is also just like sticking through everything, right? Like no matter how much times you get beat up or how much times you like fall down to the dirt. I think real patience is also just knowing that there is a time to come and holding on to that hope that there's better. It really is holding on, and that's part of it, right? That's part of it. No matter how unfortunate it may sound and like how hard it's gonna be, when you hold out, your time will come, because that's pretty much luck, right? Like luck. So like you can never control luck, because that is the point of luck. It just comes randomly, and it'll be coming unexpectedly. But if you're there every day, if you show up every day, if you keep grinding or don't give up every day, you will eventually catch a day with luck. You will eventually catch the time of getting better, and there you are. You know what I mean? I'm glad you got through that, and like you're still here and you're learning much more now. So that's the point, you know what I mean?
Live and learn. That's life.
Live and learn, bro.
You know, I'm super excited that in my position. I mean, you just started. Like, what are you hoping to like gain from it? Because obviously, you know, in the role you get money, you get a high position. It's nice on the resume. Like, person for yourself. Like, what's your personal why? What's your personal reason? Like, you want to get out of this? Because you know, you're you know, one day maybe you leave, you go somewhere else. Like, what do you want to imagine that you left with and gained, right? From starting this new role position.
Absolutely. No, I think also this is gonna tie with just like what I've learned even personally, apart from work and just like overall. I really feel like I'm finding myself even more already in the start of this year. Like I feel like I'm getting so much closer to who I want to be, because all this time I was just doing it for others. I was just doing things to make my resume look impressive. I'm just doing it for what others have standards on me. And let's just say I'll take this job for example. I really do want to take, mainly honestly it has nothing to do with just like the specific role itself. I want to take out skills from this, because like I want like when I'm taking this role, it's obviously a leadership role. It's obviously you're a face of a team, and you're who people look towards and look up to. So what I want to take is just like being able to lead a group of people, and then hopefully take the skill of like being able to do proper communication. Who knows, it'll turn into something that's like someday in business management. You know what I mean? Being able to handle other vendors and clients, you could easily apply that to like say one day when you hold your own business. And like for me, I that's where I want to go to. That's like my real career direction or path that I eventually want to head to. And just all that's the main skills that you learn from this new role that I'm getting into, because it's all just about managing. And honestly, like anyone could honestly be here in this seat that I'm in. Like if I'm being very honest, like the specific work is doable pretty much by everyone, but it's just how well you can like relay it to others. That's the one that separates you.
Exactly.
Because even if you can say like, oh, like all you're doing is just putting data on a computer, even if you're just sending like click send on an email, but it's just like how well you can do it and how well you perform. And then it's also building relationships, right? So those are the things that I really want to take away from it, because like kind of where I'm trying to go to now, like I really found that I'm not a person to just be like sitting still, and I don't like too much repetition over a long period of time, because I feel like I just feel like sometimes I just feel like a kid. Like I just like want to keep moving. I just want to keep moving, and maybe that's where my hunger for like more drives from. It's just like as a kid, you know how sometimes they're rowdy. They're like, you tell them to sit, but they can't sit still. Like I feel like that's me in a sense, because I do think life, you can keep going, and you don't have to stick to one thing. You definitely don't have to. And if you want to go for more, and the opportunity presents itself, like no one's stopping you, and why not? So my drive and my why really is just to be able to do this for myself into becoming like a better person, because I don't want to be stuck, because easily in this type of field, in this career path, like you could easily be stuck. This is the type of jobs that like people are fine with for the rest of their life, and I've seen that. I've already seen people like my coworkers are like much older than me, and they're content with it, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we still need these people to do all these different kinds of jobs, because all of it is just like under a big team. Everyone, all the people below are helping the ones above, and it keeps going up. Like it all contributes something. Everybody contributes something. But I think eventually I do want to get down to like making a business, and I feel like I found it now, and I realize like I'm just go towards the things that you actually love. And I think that's why, because right now this is things that everything that I'm doing, I'm trying to get it closer to who I am, because I don't want to stray away from like just doing it for the money, just doing it for the resume experience, or to look good on paper. I am really trying to get towards like what I love, because if you're doing something that you love plus getting paid for it, like that's a great combo. Like you get to live life, and you get to wake up not dreading doing your job, right? So honestly, that's just where I'm trying to go at right now, and this job will eventually be able to like continue to fund my dreams, right? Like this one right now, like holding this type of sessions and having these podcasts, I want this to be big, and I want to turn it into something. But even before it being big, even before it, like say somehow one day, what if I have like a page that has so many subscribers? What if I eventually monetize this and earn money? But before all that, underneath it all, I actually love doing this building a relationship, communicating and sharing our stories and experience. I love that already, and I think that's what people miss when it comes to like work and finding a career. If you can find something that you wouldn't mind doing for free, or you wouldn't mind even just doing it without the money, or what's it called, like waking up every day and actually being excited to go for it, 100%. Dude, that's it. Like honestly, I feel like that's the hack of life. That's like the real goal. And then some people just don't realize it, or they don't have enough like initiative. Like instead of like, there's a lot of people the stories you mentioned, like just thinking you can't, but you just gotta turn it around and find the things that you can say you can, right? You gotta find, and I think all those things you can find it towards the stuff that you love. Man, yeah, that's like the biggest thing that I'm learning about myself now at the beginning of this year, and it's like it's huge now. So I feel like I've discovered my own breakthrough. So it's
it's a breakthrough, man. You
Yeah.
like a little breakthrough.
It's like my little breakthrough, and I think this is it. So I just got to keep working on it. I got to go towards it. But yeah, you live and you learn, right? You just keep learning, and you can never go wrong. As long as you're learning, I don't think you can ever go wrong. Yeah, man. That's
It's a breakthrough, man. You know, like you just, this is like your opportunity. You know,
Exactly.
And like, yeah, it's realistic. It's like, yeah, I know. It's like the work itself anybody can do, but it's like because it's you, it's just like you're the person that makes the most out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was good, man. That's why I'm constantly. I just want to keep learning, and I love that I'm learning about myself more. And even today, like hearing your side of the story and hearing your experience, like I've already taken away from it, and I appreciate you like sharing all that with me. So, bro, it's been good.
Hope the best of yours, and hopefully, like next time we talk, it's like you got more things to learn, more things you can share.
Exactly.
Right? You're still fresh, man, but you know,
I know,
it's
right?
gonna be. I'm not even that far ahead on your journey, right? But like, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun ride. Just enjoy the ride.
Actually,
I'm
that's it
still
too.
enjoying the ride. You know, there's ups and downs. I'm still enjoying the ride.
That's it too. Honestly, as long as you're enjoying the ride, the journey is gonna be fun. The result will come in itself. The destination will be the bonus. If you're enjoying the grind, bro, you're gonna be happy. But yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.